Hey sales leaders, are you ready to become the kind of leader who builds unstoppable teams that create unfair advantages for their companies while of course driving record-breaking sales? See, here's the thing. Your salespeople are important to your company's success, but they're the force. You know what you are? You're the force multiplier. See, one of the things that I know is when two salespeople with the same experience are paired with the Nick Saban of coaching, those salespeople's performance 10x's when they're with the Nick Saban of coaching compared to just an average leader that hasn't been trained properly. See, the problem is that sales managers have never been taught how to become the force multiplier. See, my story is, I'm sure, very similar to yours. I was a top producer that got promoted into sales management, right? Because the top producers, again, make great managers. In this case, that wasn't the case, right? Because I immediately started failing on bringing out the best in my team. I had been trained on how to sell myself, how to convince others to buy, but no one trained me on how to coach salespeople to become the best version of themselves. I kind of became like an overpaid admin. I was there to kind of help them, but I really was there to make their life easier, not make them better. But at the same time, I always believed that salespeople are corporate athletes. And since I came from an athletic background, I really knew this to be true. And so if that was the case, then what I believed is that salespeople should be coached like athletes, not managed like employees. So what does that mean? It means it's all about showing people how to become better versus managing is about making things easier for people so they can achieve the results. So I became obsessed with studying great coaches like Bill Walsh, Augie Garrido, Coach K, Pat Summitt, Nick Saban, and of course, Pete Carroll. I kept asking myself, if this coach was coaching a sales team, then what would they do that I'm not doing? So when I answered this question, this is what led me to create Sales Leadership Mastery and my sales leadership coaching program. So what if I told you that in just 12 months, you can master the art of coaching and creating a culture of excellence just like Nick Saban and Pete Carroll and those other coaches that I told you? And even better, what if you could start seeing real performance growth in your team almost immediately? Yeah, it's possible, and I'm here to show you how. Again, I'm Jason Forrest. I just got ranked the #1 sales trainer by Global Gurus in 2025, next to the great ones that I've studied like Jordan Belfort and Grant Cardone, Jeffrey Gitomer, who I saw when I was like 22 years old, Brian Tracy, who I saw when I was 18. My Warrior Selling Training Program is now ranked #3 in the world, and it's the only training program that's endorsed by the Department of Defense. We train the United States Army recruiters to become better salespeople. And right now, I want to invite you to join Sales Leadership Mastery, which is ranked the #1 sales management training program in the world by Global Gurus. Again, this isn't just another leadership course. This is the ultimate system for transforming the way that you lead, the way that you coach, and the way that you grow your sales team so that you can break records, increase revenue, and create a culture of unstoppable success, while at the same time, make sure you close that back door so those great salespeople aren't leaving you for another company. Let me break it down for you. In your first month, you'll set the foundation for your leadership success. You're going to receive a sales behavioral assessment to uncover your selling strengths, your leadership strengths, and again, your coaching style. But we're also going to give you the Warrior Selling book and mindset bundle to sharpen your skills. All the shipping and handling of your training materials is completely on us. We're also going to give you full access to the Warrior Academy app. This is your 24/7 leadership training hub. Over the next several weeks, you're going to start mastering real coaching techniques that get you real result. You're going to learn how to coach your sales team to hit and exceed their quotas. You're going to learn how to drive team motivation, to keep them moving forward, keep their head in the game. If they're not succeeding, they don't know how, they're panicking. We got to fix that panic. If they know how, but they're not executing, they're choking, I'm going to show you how to fix that too. I'm going to show you how to increase accountability and, of course, therefore, performance. I'm also going to show you how to create a winning sales culture that thrives no matter the market conditions. Just think about right now, producers on your team that are average producers, but they keep choking, they keep getting into a slump. And again, your choices are right now, you fire them or you coach them up. We're gonna show you how to coach them up to get out of that slump and get their head back in the game. I can show you countless examples of leaders just like you that once I teach them these frameworks on how to uncover and remove the leashes, the mental resistance that holds their salespeople back from earning what they're truly worth, everything changes for them. It's amazing how many stories we'll hear from coaches that say, man, I just literally followed the exact coaching model and I was about to fire the person and immediately turned them around and now they're a top producer. That is gonna be a story that you're gonna share too. So then over the next several months, we're gonna go deeper with you. We're gonna refine your coaching skills, find your leadership skills, and we're gonna show you how to solve real leadership challenges. You're gonna bring those leadership challenges to our weekly dojo sessions with only my top level coaches. My top level coaches, my executive coaches, the only ones that work with leaders like you. They have to be a leader first. They have to be a practitioner in order for me to train them to be a master practitioner in order to train you. If they weren't a sales leader, then again, they're not gonna train you. No posers are gonna ever teach you, only master practitioners. So again, our whole goal is to transform the way that you think, the way that you speak, and the way that you act, therefore to increase your team's performance. And the best part, you're not gonna do it alone. Every week, again, you're gonna have live Zoom coaching sessions with an FPG certified leadership trainer. Again, these are the best trainers that I have. You're never gonna get stuck, you're never gonna second guess, and you're always gonna move forward. You're gonna bring your real life salesperson challenges to these calls, and my team is gonna literally coach through you. You're gonna leave those calls, you're gonna execute, and you're gonna up-level your team immediately. So here's your exclusive offer. Right now, you're just gonna pay $1,333 today, right? So right now, that's all it is. This program is valued at $29,178, but today, again, you can enroll for just $1,333 just per month. That's a 45% savings off the regular price. So for just $1,333 a month, you're gonna get a sales behavioral assessment. You're gonna get the Warrior Selling Book and Mindset Bundle. You're gonna get access to the Warrior Academy app. You're gonna get all of our on-demand leadership training videos. You're gonna get 12 months of live leadership coaching via Zoom. You're gonna get so much. All of that, again, is valued at $29,178. We're to itemize it, but again, we're gonna bundle it together, and so your price is just $1,333 a month. It saves you 45% if my public school math is correct. But spots are always filling up fast. We like to keep these groups intimate and small. Our sales training classes are a lot bigger. Our leadership classes, again, we want to work with you more intimately, and so we do have less spots for our leadership classes when we launch new groups. So sometimes there's a waiting list, but definitely put your name on it today. So when they're gone, they're gone. Again, this program used to be only offered to big corporations that paid over $10,000 per month to have their sales managers and sales leaders go through the content. Now we've added these public classes so that you can individually afford to get access to the same content that others had to pay 10 times more for each month. Same exact content, but again, because you're in a public class, we're just charging you individually. And again, we used to not be able to do that at all. So, still having some questions or wondering how this is gonna work? Let's hear right now from sales leaders who have already transformed their teams with this program. Check out what they're saying right now.
We sold 161 houses.
129 sales. 2 over my sales goal for the year.
She earned an additional about $23,000.
My organizational skills have gone tenfold.
I've been able to successfully implement changes in nearly every area of my leadership.
Framework to build a successful coach team.
It's going to make me a better leader at the end of the day.
What you're selling is truth and truly has an impact. It makes us all believe.
I was able to focus on my self-regulation.
Being more mindful of word choices.
I can be more of a care bear and still get better results.
Weren't those results amazing? See, these results aren't the exception. They are what happens when you commit to this proven system. So here's your chance to take action for just $1,333 a month. You're gonna get access to the #1 ranked leadership coaching program in the world, the tools and the expert coaching that you're gonna need to take your team and your career to the next level. But you have to act fast, spots are limited, and again, the price will go up in the future. So click the link below, enroll today, and start leading your team to record-breaking results. See you in our next class. And this is Jason Forrest. Push yourself to become a better version of you.